A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You talk about this Titan defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now, Ward. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And he fields it cleanly. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Titan defense. Well, they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive?
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
One of the really good stories that came out of the draft was the Eagles' boldness in trading up to snag Lemon ahead of Pittsburgh. He may be a smaller, shiftier receiver, but he's one that competes with determination downfield and has a lot of Amon-Ra St. Brown in his game.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stout troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up at 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Titans nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw, here's Ward. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ward. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 1st and 10 at their own 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about it. Clock here. We just have good ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense. I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it? Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Titans nothing. Jake Elliott
Elliott now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Ward. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Swings this out to Singleton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
To the air again, Ward. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another Titans first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Titans are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Joey Sly on for the Tennessee field goal.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here now a 3rd and 20. Barkley inside handoff. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. DK to return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now Ward. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Four receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun here, Ward. There's last year's all-pro return man, Chimere Dike. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Ward to the left side. He's got Helm. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. That's complete to Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. It's Tate with a grab. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Cody Barton there with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new
rush coming, and he's taken down. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Ward. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the gun on third down, Ward. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will be taken at the 13. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Running left, it's Barkley. Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And they'll start out with position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action with Ward. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Ward. This is caught by Tate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else. To throw is Ward. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Robinson's got it. And he will have the Titans 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 8-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Flipper.
Throwing now, Ward. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jordan Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Here's a give to Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. First down, Eagles. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts changing up the play. They keep it with Barkley on first down. Still going. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Eagles 21, Titans 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. That's to the tight end, Helm.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Eagles 28, Titans 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 8-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Still fighting. Still on his feet. And he will get into the end zone. It's another.
He ain't your 3, he ain't your 2, he the ball. He ain't your 4, he ain't your 3, he ain't your 2, he the ball.